To travel from Sulaymaniyah back west to Erbil and then on to the main northern city of Mosul is to go from Iraq's future to its present to its still dark past. Welcome to Mosul. After noting that the terrorists tended to target the most protected vehicle in a convoy, Fox News decided that Brother Craig and I should ride in an armored SUV. That move probably saved our lives. These are the bullets that we dug out of our vehicles. We were en route to meet the Stryker brigade that Saturday morning, February 28th. That's the unit that uses these high-tech, though somewhat ungainly, and still controversial vehicles. We were ambushed not more than a half a mile from the gate of Task Force Olympia's forward fire base.
Go the other way, turn around. Turn around. Roll, okay, roll. Is anyone hit? Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been attacked. We've just been sniped. We've been hit. Where's the bus? Wait a second. Wait for the bus.
Guys, you okay? Guys, behind you.
Huh? Hold on. Where's the bus?
Deliver the bus.
Okay, go.
When the firing stopped, we pulled the damaged vehicles to the side of the road.
We've been attacked. I want to check on how my people are. Come on
in the car.
We've been hit.
Geraldo, get in the car. Go up to the security.
Diesel fuel leaked from the spare cans on the roof, but we had no idea if there would be a second wave of attacks.
Well, we just got hit by a burst of fire. We didn't see where it came from. We've got to go and get into at least a police station.
Is he all right?
I'll drive. We're going to get somewhere safe, okay?
Okay, we've just been attacked.
Where are we going?
We've just been hit as we entered your base. We've got one wounded man. Our driver has been wounded.
We're going into the university
We're going into the university area. Can you give us instructions? Seeing the four-man security detail guarding the university hospital, we pulled behind their strong gate to await help from the army base nearby. All right, now we're inside the grounds of the university hospital. There are cops here. So, situation relatively stable. Actually, we've got a good place because we've got that injured driver also. Protected by fate and our armor plating and our good luck. Our injuries were miraculously light. Our longtime driver and friend, 40-year-old Hussein Ali Farhan, in the lead car, had been hit from behind in his left shoulder. His right wrist possibly fractured. Hussein, who loves you, baby? Who loves you, Habibi? They came sweeping down, obviously on this side. They shot. This is the first shot. I heard the first shot. It hit here, and then the bullets. Then he got in front of us, turned back, sprayed us again, and then he went to the lead vehicle, which had Hussein in it, and unlike ours, their glass was not bulletproof. It punctured his window. Then they got in front of the security vehicle and put the rounds into the glass. We're okay. Thank God. When we got here, we met Colonel Joseph Peak. He told us about the situation here in Mosul.
I'll tell you, the big lesson is it doesn't matter here if you're coalition forces, if you're an Iraqi security force, if you're a civilian out on the road. Anybody here can be targeted, and we found that. That's why when we get out on the roads, we're driving fast, and we don't stop. We keep on going. Speed is really security here.
Mosul is a former Saddam stronghold, overwhelmingly Sunni Muslim. Former regime elements are still strong here. In fact, adding credence to the theory that someone connected to the former regime was the one trying to kill us is the fact that the Volkswagen used in the attack is the type vehicle Saddam handed out by the thousands to veteran officers of the Iran-Iraq War. After spending the evening with the Strykers at Task Force Olympia, we left Mosul and headed for the Turkish border, about 80 long miles away. I drove resolved that if we came under small arms fire again, I would use the hardy vehicle to squash any attacker. The road to the border must be seen to be believed. Attracted by the lure of hundreds of millions of U.S. trade dollars, it is as if every truck in Turkey is carrying either oil or other consumer goods into war, embargo, and dictator-ravaged Iraq. And in one of the most unforgettable images of the entire road trip through Operation Iraqi Freedom, check out this one. Iraq is exporting one of the few items it has a surplus of: the wrecked carcasses of the tanks and armored personnel carriers that once made up Saddam's once feared armored divisions. Nearer the border, there are more miles of trucks. Some drivers report waiting 3 days just to clear customs. It is an enormous transfer of goods for cash, an American-sponsored lifeline that is almost beyond imagining. Our incredible road trip through Operation Iraqi Freedom ended in Istanbul, Turkey, where almost exactly a year ago we waited with often bated breath to see if Turkey would join the so-called coalition of the willing and allow the U.S. 4th Infantry to land on these shores and invade Iraq from the north, joining a massive force coming up from Kuwait in the south. It was to be a crushing vice that would have shortened the war, saved lives, and heartache. I remember the night of March 3rd, 2003, here counting the votes in the Turkish parliament, and at first thinking we had narrowly won, only to find out that because of a voting technicality, all was lost. So the 4th ID, its tanks and men had to take the long detour through the Suez Canal. Turkey lost the $8 billion prize, or bribe the U.S. had been offering for access. And northern Iraq and the Sunni Triangle were allowed to spiral into chaos and confusion that is still not fully resolved.